Starting this morning off with a couple of errands. First, we are going over to Matt's, picking up the hard drive that I dropped off a couple of days ago. Package secured. I'm gonna be honest, it's been a while since I vlogged. A while for me. It's been like 4 or 5. It's been like 5 days. It's kind of hard to get back into. It's like riding a bike. Like, you get back into it, but sometimes it's like, okay, what do I talk about, film about? Like, but when you're in it, it's so easy. Like doing it every single day. Stop for a couple of days, and it's like, how do I get back into this? Yo, on a total side note, why do musicians have to wake up so late? Like, here I am, I'm out and about, and I have some stuff that I have to return at a music store, but the music store doesn't open until 12. Like, it's 10:30. Why aren't they open? Like, what? Oh my gosh. Wake up, wake up. Wow, on a different note, this music store that I'm going to has a terrible reviews on Google. This is from 19 days ago. I'd give 0 stars, but that's not an option. The legendarily poor attitude and lack of effort from this store and staff is 100% true. Oh my gosh. This was really sweet. Jamie's management sent iced coffees over, and some breakfast actually. Iced coffees and breakfast over to the house. Just as a, hey, we're thinking of you thing with the passing of her grandfather. So that was really nice of them. Very thoughtful. Let's see how this is. I'm not a big, I like my coffee black, but this does look pretty good. Although it kind of looks like I'm about to get a big sip of almond milk with this right here. Let's stir this around a little bit with my, give my Sharpie a little cleaning. Give it a little stir. There it is. There we go. Oh shoot, I'm spilling this everywhere. Oh my gosh, I'm making a mess. And wow, that's a lot of milk. Thank God it's almond milk. Otherwise I'd be in trouble. I'm pretty sure that when I read like the title of the thing, like what it is, I think there's 3 shots of espresso in here. Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. That is so good. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's sweet and a bit sugary, but it's like a liquid dessert. Whew. Alright, let's see what we got. With all the stems from the recording. Okay. Not gonna lie, I'm like kind of overwhelmed with the just tremendous amount of just work there is. Like, there's so much footage and there's just so much, like, it's a blessing, but it's all, and I have to remember that. Okay, I'm remembering that as I'm speaking to you. But there is just so much work, there's so much content, and it's just like I'm like lost in the sauce of like how many videos there are and like endless content that I can make from this, which is cool, but it's also like, where do I even begin? Even on top of that, it's like, I want to make music again, man. Like I'm so focused on all the like recouping from the concert and promoting the concert and promoting after the concert, like talking about the concert. And it's like, I just kind of want to sit. Maybe I need to schedule that. As ridiculous as it sounds, like just sit and make music again. But being honest, it's actually kind of intimidating because I'm like, where do I even begin? And I can't get caught in that. It's so easy to be like, this is where what I think kills so many musicians is this paralysis by perfection. You see something in your head that you want it to be and at this quality that you want it to be at, and because you don't know if you can achieve that level of quality, you don't even start. Or even if you do start, you're not happy that it's not at that quality and you stop. And I think that kills so many musicians. But the key is you just got to push through it, and quality comes with quantity. The more you do, the better you get. So it's like, I don't know if I really want to use samples anymore. Like, I kind of like the idea of like these live instruments again, and I'm excited about that. Like, I'm really excited. Like, I want to record with the band. Like, I want to get Dev in there and play those keys in there so that we can like have real key sounds, like stuff like that. Like, I'm excited again about music. Not that I really wasn't. I don't know. I'm just, something's alive, and it's like I don't want to go into Logic and just sit here and use samples. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, and there's a season for it, and I might use it again. But right now, I'm like, I want to use synths and pianos and guitar, like real guitars, and like mic the stuff and like get cool sound. This is the problem with that, is that it's harder. Like, it's so much more time consuming because you have to mic everything up on the piano. You have to run the cables here. Like, you have to like. Then you have to like make sure everything sounds right. Then you have to EQ it. Whereas like if you just go into like like Logic, or if you just go into like Splice or something like that, and you get the piano sound that's already there, and it's like, that's why when you go into these professional studios, they have engineer like these like essentially stagehands. They're called mix engineers or like assistant engineers, and like they're the people that go up and set the mics up so you don't have to. Like the idea of having to go grab my amp, plug my amp in, like go get my pedal board, put the pedal board down, unzip the thing, like plug all the cables in, plug it into the wall, plug my guitar and tune the guitar. Like there's so many steps before you can even become creative that it's almost like this huge barrier, which is like why I like my whole studio setups on the 4 buttons. I hit 4 buttons, my whole studio turns on. That's why I want to knock this wall down to some degree and like just make space. So I'm not going to go grab my guitar and play when I know that there's all those steps in. So if I can get it so that I can just literally plug and play, it's a totally different world. Because it reduces the friction. I don't have to worry about things working, not working. I just plug in my guitar and play. Like, that's what I need. So I'm supposed to call Caitlin Marie Reacts right now. We were messaging on Instagram. We started to become like kind of friendly and stuff, and I'm like nervous. Let me tell you why in a sec. But like she's killing it with Patreon and stuff, and with me trying to get better with Patreon and like improve my quality. I've been reaching out to people, asking for tips and stuff, and I asked her if I'd be able to reach out to her and like if she'd be willing to chat for some advice, and she said yeah, absolutely. So we exchanged numbers and I'm about to give her a call. I'm like a little nervous because truthfully when I first started doing like any sort of reaction video, anything on YouTube, like she seemed like she was famous to me. Like she was like one of the first people I saw, and I was like, she's famous. Now to be calling her, I'm like, yo, shoot, this is crazy.
Hello?
Hey, this is Jacob.
Hey Jacob, what's up?
How are you? I appreciate you taking the time.
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Yo, tremendous shout out to Caitlin for her help, man. Really, really, really insightful. Really grateful that she took the time to help. So I think probably my goal is hopefully by November 1st, I will restructure my Patreon.